Hello everyone. In this video I will teach you about series and parallel combination of resistors. If some resistors are connected, then what will be the total resistance of that system that we are going to calculate. So how many ways we can calculate two or more resistance? We can connect two or more resistance in two ways. So either it may be in series or it may be in parallel. So we'll see both of them, both series combination and parallel combination, one by one. So first of all we'll see series combination of resistance, that means resistance in series. So we'll consider three resistance. How many resistance? Three resistance. Let R1, R2 and R3 be the three resistance. Three resistances connected in series. Connected in series. So let us draw a diagram for this. So series means, you see, this is a resistance, this is a resistance, and this is the third resistance. And this kind of connection is called nothing but the series combination of a resistance. So this one is R1, this one is R2, and this one is R3. And it is connected by a battery where potential difference is V. These three resistances are connected through a battery, and that battery has a potential difference of V. Now if there is a potential difference here, obviously current will flow, and suppose the current in the circuit is given by nothing but I. This is the positive terminal of the battery and this is the negative. So already we know that current starts from positive and goes to negative from the terminal of a battery. So from the positive terminal current starts, that means in this direction I amount of current will be flowing. Now see, you have to assume this like a bridge. Suppose this is a rod, and through this rod, this is a highway suppose. So through this highway one bridge you got. First bridge, second bridge, third bridge. Now this is a, sorry, this is not road, suppose this is a river. Okay, suppose this is a river. If river is flowing along in this direction, so through this bridge whatever water will go, through this bridge whatever water will go, and through this bridge whatever water will go, it will remain same. Again I am repeating, through this bridge, through this river whatever water will go. So all this water will pass through this bridge 1, and that water will also pass through bridge 2, and all the water will also pass through bridge 3. So if it happens, then we can say these three bridges are in series combination. Similarly, you see whatever current will pass through this circuit, electrical circuit. So this I amount of current will also pass through R1, R2 and R3. Through all this same amount of current will pass. But potential difference will be divided. Why? Because you see here potential difference, here potential, and here potential difference will be different. Because we know potential difference along a circuit, between any 2 points are unique. That means if you select any two different points, at every two different point potential will be different. So if total potential is V, so here potential drop is V1, here potential drop is V2, and here potential drop is V3. So across the three resistors, potential difference is V1, V2 and V3. So what will be the total potential? Total potential will be equal to V equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3, because this potential V only get divided here, V1, V2 and V3. So if you add V1, V2 and V3, you will get V. Now according to Ohm's law, total potential is given by what? V equal to IR. So potential difference V according to Ohm's law can be written as I R. This is the total. So if we write total, these resistances are in series, so in place of R we can write RS. So what will be the potential difference across V1? So according to Ohm's law, again potential difference between any 2 points is given by product of current and the resistance. So across this resistance, how much current is going? I amount of current is going. And what is the resistance across this? R1. So potential difference across R1 will be I R1. So similarly, potential difference across the potential V2 across the resistors R2 and R3 will be IR2 plus IR3. So IRS will be equal to, if you take I common, what will be there? R1 plus R2 plus R3. So I and I will get cancelled. RS will be equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. That means if three resistances are connected in series, the total resistance is equal to sum of all the resistances. I hope you understood this. Now we'll see the parallel combination of resistance. Resistance in parallel. So it will be in parallel. So if it is in parallel, then if the resistance are connected in parallel, different circuit diagram will get. So what is the meaning of parallel? You see here. In series combination, current remains same because current does not get divided in the circuit. But in parallel combination, if suppose if current is passing here I, so at this junction this current will get divided. Across this current will be I1, here I2, here I3. So suppose water is flowing through a river here, and at this junction 3 tributaries are there. So this water, whatever flowing through this, will get divided here. So similarly, if you consider as an electrical circuit, whatever current will come up to here, this all the current will get divided. So I1 along first branch, I2 along second branch, and I3 along third branch. So here resistance is R1, here resistance is R2, and here resistance is R3. So what is the important thing to remember here? In series combination, current remains same but potential difference get divided. In series combination, current remains same but potential difference become divided. But in parallel combination, current across all will get divided. This I will get divided at this junction, but potential difference across this will remain same. This is the basic difference between series combination and the parallel combination. Now at a junction, if current get divided, then those two branches will always be in parallel combination. Here you see current get divided. If current get divided, then you can say that these two branches are in parallel combination. Now since this is in parallel combination, current will get divided, I1, I2 and I3. So this I will get divided, I1, I2, I3. So total current, I will be equal to what? I1 plus I2 plus I3. I hope you have understood this. Now, across this resistance, what will be the potential difference? Across this, what is the current I1? So according to Ohm's law, V equal to what? IR. If V equal to IR, then I will be equal to V by R. So in place of I, we can write V by RP. Why RP? Because these things are connected in parallel. It's all parameters are connected in parallel. So in place of I1, what we can write? In this branch, how much current is there? I1. So I1 will be equal to V by R1. Similarly, across I2, V by R2. And across I3, it will be V by R3. Now if I take V common here, V by RP, if I take V common here, what is the remainder? 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. This V and V will get cancelled. Result will be 1 by RP equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. This is the parallel combination of resistances. Now one very important thing I am going to tell you. If two resistors are connected in parallel, then what is the total resistance? Total resistance will be equal to 1 by R equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. So 1 by R will remain as it is. If you take LCM will be R1 or R2, and here will be R1 plus R2. If you take reciprocal, it will be R will be equal to R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. That means R will be equal to product by sum. That means if two resistors are connected in parallel, then total resistance will always be equal to product by sum. So let us take an example. One resistance 6 ohm, second resistance is 3 ohm, and we want to find the parallel combination of this. So we are not going to put here 1 by R equal to 1 by 6 plus 1 by 3. We are not going to do this because already we have the shortcut formula. What is that? R equal to product by sum. So what is product? 6 into 3 by 6 plus 3, 18 by 9, that is equal to 2 ohm. So directly we will get 2 ohm. So if two resistors are connected in parallel, the total resistance is always equal to Total resistance will be equal to product by sum. I hope you have understood this. Remember this formula, very important. Remaining portion we'll see in the next video. Thank you.